outstanding last week, racking up a ton of...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Devin Duvernay.
And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
As the excitement continues to swirl after that return, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about keeping that excitement going. Already in scoring position, I've got to take some shots at the end zone right now.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to...
And he coughed it up! And it's picked up by the Steelers. And now off to the races, down the right side. So a little too loose with the football there on the pitch.
And that's the danger you run into with that play. So much traffic around, and when the ball gets away from your body a little bit, sometimes bad things can happen.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. First carry for Najee Harris.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Hey, officer, what? Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson. That's complete to Robinson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. Working. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 18 carries, 86 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention.
And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Roquan Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Pickett sets up play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. You look at this Steeler defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Ravens sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket.
On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
They'll run with Robinson.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Bijan Robinson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
Now Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Flushed out right.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll try and run the option.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They're going for it with the option right. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 35. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. This taken in right around the goal line. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start in the Motor City. Detroit playing host to Green Bay in an NFC North matchup.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Pickett to throw on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Meanwhile, Pickett's throwing into the hands of Pickens. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to and looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Justin Madubuike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. And now here come the Ravens. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by... Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Darnell Washington from 19 yards away. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Ravens offense now. They get set to head back on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
He'll pitch it.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
He's to the 15.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens offense back out there. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
They run the option here on first and 10. They'll pitch it to Robinson.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their 25-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. This offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Pickett back to throw.
To the right side, incomplete to Washington. And he goes out right around the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Ravens ready to take over. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
132 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
42 yards.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second and a long way to go. Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They hand this off to Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Loss of the yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
Hey, roll, alert, reload.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top